the last thing that happened was Wilgus had just headed back from training with Hardy. It's about midday, and everybody is kind of ready and prepared to head off towards Riddermound, where things could be
getting dicey.
Yeah, like a little hole.
And niche.
Needed some help
You're
figuring that one out, did you?
Yeah, there was. They went up to the temple because Dranath had mentioned hearing someone sort of banging about around in the temple at night, and so they went up there to check it out just to see if anyone was there. There was no one there, but they sort of scouted about inside the temple and found somewhere that fit perfectly the base of the statue. And so they're like, so this is where it's going to have to go.
And we put the base in, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
We need the other bits.
Yep. You need the full key.
All right, we've got some nice village day, middle of the day, because it is about midday at this point. I believe everyone's already eaten for the day as well. We got that out of the way, which is great. Wilgus, you've just come back from your training, and I believe Digby was sleeping in a bush or something. I can't remember now. Yeah, sleeping in a bush. Looking at the map, it looks like Riddermound is easily 2 days of travel from Outskirt, and it doesn't look like there's any kind of roads or there's no roads or paths heading out towards Riddermound. So it's going to need to have someone leading that party, someone who knows how to track and how to make their way across land, leading out ahead of you guys. Is there anything else you would like to do or see in Outskirt before heading off?
Had we seen anything else?
In what kind of
just thinking of like when we came in and we did have a little bit of meeting people going, ooh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Also, do we have anyone that we can just make sad eyes to and they could lend us like a pony?
Right. You could the guy who owns the store, Ulvar, he also sells animals. You might be able to, like, with a good persuasion roll, you might be able to convince him to lend you one if need be.
Just make a pretty please face. Hang on, just checking on my persuasion. Ooh, it's a bit
Not good? Is anyone good at persuasion that might want to?
I've got decent persuasion. I've got a 12. Can anyone beat that?
No.
Okay, I mean, you're welcome to go
mute.
I think
Shannon was talking to you.
Sorry. I'm a merchant. I should have good. I've got a 14.
Yeah, persuasion king.
Oh, right.
And a 14 for bartering.
Oh.
We could barter something that someone else owns.
The base of the statue.
Or have a look at it. Have a look at it on the map.
Well, I'm happy to sort of construct this concept together. Do you guys believe that there would be someone in town who might have some sort of, maybe a donkey? Like, although sells them, he's clearly got a couple available for sale. You have seen some around the sort of the western parts of Outskirt. Maybe Mallory saw some while she was out walking. But they're all sort of working with farmers out to the west. So there's definitely some available.
The only other person we didn't speak to was Quasimund, the surly mallard, if we wanted to talk to them or not.
But yeah, potentially working for the bad guys. So a little difficult.
Yeah.
maybe they're just misunderstood.
What if we approach the donkey, the donkey merchant with maybe kind of a subscription model? We could sort of say that we won't buy one outright, but we could give you like X amount a month for continued rental of said donkey, as
like
we'll be
rent to
traversing back and forth. Yeah, kind of.
DTR
Yes.
of donkeys. Donkey
To rent.
donkey to rent. Yeah. Well, and also, maybe we could pitch them on the idea of venture capital. Like we're going to get a lot of money. Get a lot of money if we get these keys. We'll be worth a lot of money in the future if they get in on the ground floor.
Let's spend this session doing our pitch deck.
I'll make a PowerPoint.
What is the purpose of I'm asking Mallory on this one. What is the purpose of wanting either a donkey or a horse for this journey?
I was just thinking in case we had, it would be better for us to put like our packs on a donkey so that we don't get super exhausted. But if everyone's ready to walk, I'm ready to walk. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that realistically, game mechanics wise, the only thing that having a donkey will allow you to do is carry up to the weight of 10 more things. That's really it. It's not going to speed up things or.
And I'm
maxed out too.
Nothing. How about you guys? You got much room to carry back a lot of treasure?
No.
I'm just picturing like the four of you like standing outside Alvar's at the moment, just sort of like eyeing up the two donkeys that are sort of just there.
Do we have any cash left?
I have 8 silver. Perhaps, Digby, you could figure out something with the shop owner since you're good at shops.
Yes, I think we've got 9 gold and 10, and I've got 10 silver.
That's 10 gold. You've got 10 gold then.
Yes, but and change.
Use your magical haggle powers.
Okay.
Make cute puppy eyes at him.
Very good.
If he goes too high, make the little noise.
Yes. I'll slowly wag my tail to get him on my side. I'm going to trot up to the donkey merchant.
Okay.
Donkey provider.
He's a merchant of a lot of things, but he realizes you're new to Outskirts straight away. He's never seen your face before. As you walk in, he can see Mallory outside as well. And I've forgotten the voice that I've given Alva, so I'll probably give him something new. And he says, you must be the money, the holder of the money. Alva says, Mallory spoke very highly of you.
Oh, this is the guy that sold the piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I know. I'm on it. Yeah. Oh,
we've got plenty of wares on sale today.
Good day to you. Yes. We do have some money on us, but more importantly, we're bound to be coming into a lot of money in the future.
He says, like, now standing tall, sort of like dusting off his shoulders. Well, I know where you can spend that money when you do come across it.
Gladly. This place?
This place?
Oh, yes. Yes, I think I know exactly what we would spend it on, but it's more of an investment rather than a luxury purchase. We're in the market for a donkey.
Well, you've come to the right place. I've got 2 donkeys. One of them's better than the other, but and I'm sure you can tell from looking at them which is which. But yes, they go for 12 gold.
But one's better than the other, and they're both 12.
One's 11 gold.
11. Okay, well, we're getting somewhere. Can you show me them?
Yeah, and he's like, before you even finish the sentence, he's already like making his way up from behind the counter and grabbing you by the shoulders, kind of like one arm around your shoulder. Let me show you the donkeys. And he walks outside and says hello to all of the views that are like waiting outside where the donkeys are stored. Yes, and here we go, the luxury one. And it looks, from what you can tell, it just looks identical to the one standing next to it. Maybe a slightly different pattern of like grey, but you're looking at them; they look identical.
Luxury and standard model.
Does he slap the roof of the donkey and say this bad boy can fit so many treasures?
Kicks the hooves.
Yeah. Not many miles on this one. Oh, sorry, we're metric. Not many kilometers on this one.
Oh, okay. All right, no one's wound back the odometer or something.
Yeah.
So I want to. I'm just going to.
What can I do to have you walking out with one of my fine donkeys today?
Well, let's just have a look at the condition here. I'm pulling their lips back and having a look at their teeth.
Okay, all right.
They look a little bit not prime. I got to say, it looks like the teeth aren't great.
You're not going to find any better in the Misty Vale, my friend.
They look a little bit old to me. Are you sure these are worth 11? I'm thinking 6.
6? He's like, what? He's absolutely taken aback. But it's almost like a fake taken aback. Like, what are you talking about, 6? Best I can do today and today only for the next 5 minutes, because they're going fast. I can do for 10 gold pieces.
10?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay, persuasion or bartering.
Give me a bartering roll.
Okay, they're both the same score. So
okay.
17.
You needed a 14.
Push.
You can push.
Yeah, I'll push it.
Okay.
16.
All right.
There.
By pushing, you do have to take on a condition.
Exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
Look, I gotta say, this has been a long trip already, and the fact is that we don't have 10 gold on us right now. However, we were thinking we need a donkey to go and get the treasure, to carry the large amounts of treasure that we're going to go collect from the west. When we bring it back, we'll pay you a full 10 gold.
Lots of treasure to be had here in the Misty Vale, from what I'm hearing, bringing lots of people in. Give me a persuasion roll now as well, please.
Okay. 12 for negative 14.
He looks all of you over. He says, "Look, I can see you've already maxed yourselves out. I don't know how you'd even be able to bring treasure back with everything that you're currently carrying. Look, how about how far away are you headed?
2 days.
2 days there, 2 days back.
Yep.
How about you give me 4 gold pieces up front? If you can bring them back to me in good condition, then, think of it as just you've loaned him for 4 days. If you break him, you buy him."
You have a deal. That's a great deal. And you're a kind and gentlemanly man.
He's like, "Let me just get you the paperwork." And he rushes back inside to sort out some paperwork. 15 minutes pass and he comes out with just some parchment with a scribbling on it with the name of the donkey. What's the name of the donkey, guys?
Crippen.
Crippen the donkey.
Crippen the donkey. He goes, "I named this one because of just as a cute name that he has. Crippen." And he signs it off. "I just need your signature here, please, sir."
Digby Ruffles.
Great. Bring him back in 4 days or the full 12 gold on when you return. Okay?
10. It was 10.
Oh, sorry.
Agreed.
That's right. Yeah, so, yes. And he's going to put a rope around one of the donkeys and goes, "Oh, that's right, 10." And he puts a rope around the other one. And he goes, "Hey, all yours. Crippen is all yours."
Thank you. Thank you very much. And we'll see you in 5 days. Good day.
Great. So together we can have about 10 units worth of weight more. I don't know how we'll figure that out, but we'll figure it out.
I'll add donkey.
Each. Love it.
Nope. No. Close.
We can just pick up rocks from Riddermound and bring them back.
The treasure from Riddermound.
Can anyone ride the donkey? A small person, perhaps?
Donkeys can carry 10 weight units, cannot be ridden.
No.
They wouldn't stand it. They would just like buck you off. They haven't been trained for that kind of use. Yeah.
And being a Santorini.
That one's 15. The one that can carry people.
Yeah. Okay, great. If you guys have everything that you need, we could definitely, if you're ready, look to head out towards Riddermound.
Brilliant work, Digby. I'm sure that fine vehicle donkey thing will come in handy. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Sorry. You know what I just did? I dragged donkey on, and then it's changed my whole character sheet, and my name is now Donkey.
Oh my god!
And I've erased all of my things.
Oh my god! Yes,
How is that possible?
So you will be now playing the donkey.
You are now Donkey.
From Shrek. You have to do an Eddie Murphy.
What
Shrek
did you
donkey
sign, Digby? That was your soul.
You have
The
become-
rope around you, didn't he?
How's it possible?
I'm not
You
sure.
drag an item on, and then it replaces everything. Names you Donkey.
Blowing Crippen. That's enough look from you, boy.
Yeah.
Forget it. Yeah, I don't know how or why that occurred. I think it's honestly, I don't know. So we're gonna have to figure out at some point getting you back to your normal state.
At least I got rid of my exhaustion.
Yeah, and you've now got kick as a weapon, so that's good.
Oh, good. No riding. Actually, rides for 1 gold piece a day.
Yeah.
We can
did you-
monetize the donkey.
Did you drag the NPC donkey instead of the gear donkey? That's
I
probably
didn't realize it was an NPC donkey. Far out.
literally says NPCs and then donkey. That's what. that's
I
probably
didn't think it
happened.
would be. Yeah, okay.
We'll have to figure. Yeah. Do you remember your stats? Because I definitely do not.
No.
Okay.
Go watch the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
idea, actually.
So you can just replace your entire character sheet by dragging something on there. That's cool.
Yeah. That might make rolling for things later a little difficult.
Yep.
But we will figure something out somehow. Okay. So what's the plan from here? Is it just onwards to Riddermound, out the north gate, and then hanging east out towards Riddermound? Is that the sort of plan?
Let's go. You're on mute, Mallory.
Oh, I was just saying, head out of town, hang a left,
Okay.
get there eventually.
And I'm assuming, Mallory, you'll be sort of leading them as the person who sort of does a lot of the
Why
tracking and
not?
hunting. Yeah.
And we've got that lovely map that I slept on, so it'll be all nice and warm and ready for the tramp.
Nice. There's only one sort of last thing that you notice as you sort of head towards those northern gates, and some people are sort of like looking down, sort of concerned, arms crossed, looking down at the ground. And as you approach, you see on the ground just this bat carcass, and it seems to have been pierced by a crossbow bolt, and it looks to have just a small little scroll tied onto its foot, secured to its foot. And people are
that's
just
cute.
like, what's this? It's the bats again. They're sort of mumbling about, it looks, Hardy must have finally gotten one.
What's going on here then? Christoph kind of bowls on into the conversation as a classic short man syndrome. What's going on here then?
They're all kind of mumbles and just they're almost like, oh, look, we didn't see anything. It's just, I guess Hardy's, there's been a bit of a bat problem. Never mind, it's just.
What's that thing tied to its foot? It looks like he's carrying a wee note.
Yeah, can you give me a languages roll?
Yes, I can. That's horrible. Yeah, no, I can't. I need to.
You remove this little scroll from its foot and open it up, and it's just got all these obscure runes drawn onto this little piece of parchment, and you can't make out what it says. You're welcome to pass it to others and see if they can figure it out. Or
What does it say?
Looks
What
like
does
a
it say?
rune. Oh, I'm glad you asked, Mallory. And I kind of have it like upside down and turning it like around the right way. And then like, why don't you give it a read though? Second nature to me, of course.
I just rolled a demon, so I think Mallory is looking at the wrong side of the paper.
yeah.
Perhaps the ink went through and she's mistaken the ink leak for the actual writing, but she's a little embarrassed, so she's not telling anybody. And she's like, no, I think this is written somewhere north, so I'm not very familiar with that. No,
I was just going to say that. Yeah, I totally agree, Mallory.
Do you mind if I have a look? I've seen a few books
Oh,
and
yes.
writings in my time as a scholar. This one, though, is written right to left rather than left to right. So, Digby, maybe you have a look.
Digby, do you want to give us a D20 and we'll figure out if it's if it's a
Donkey
good
will roll
donkey?
13. I don't think I would have succeeded.
I don't think anyone had put any points into languages. It seems to be very cryptic to all of you that are looking at it, but at the last minute, Hardy sort of is jogging over with his crossbow over his shoulder, and he's like fist pumping. I got the bastard. Do you know how many of these things I've been firing bolts at?
How many?
Too many. And I finally got one.
Well
Oh,
done.
congratulations.
Good marksmanship. You don't know what he's got to his wee foot, do you? Had a wee note there written in some sort of obscure text.
Well, that's the thing, Christoph. Some of the cultists here have been using these bats to get messages out.
That's what I meant, Mallory, when I said I agreed with you. I sort of agreed that it was like probably from the north, from like a cult or something. That's what I was saying that, kind of nodding and looking around to try and get everyone to affirm that I did.
It did look
know
quite
was on there.
culty.
I can confirm it was a note as well.
Can I have a look?
Oh no, who had it last?
Probably, I think Digby. Yeah, Digby. So Hardy reaches out, grabs it, and unfurls it, and he's sort of like trying to piece together some of these runes. And he says, "I think they're talking about you lot."
Oh, that's lovely.
Let me just see. Definitely starts with newcomers. Purpose unclear. Keeping an eye on them. All might to Sathmog. It's definitely the cultists. And it looks like you've maybe picked up the eye from them. That's a weird saying, but I've just figured that's something I say. You've picked up the eye from them.
Oh no, not the stink eye.
Yeah.
The classic outskirts stink eye.
Better than outskirt pink eye, I guess. But.
Yes.
Or the outskirt brown eye. Worse again.
So we've been spied on.
Well, it looks like you've got their eye. That's...
Oh. I look around, look over my shoulder and see if anyone's looking at me from the...
Mallory
from the
looks
wall.
around as well.
Give me just an awareness roll. But if everyone can give an awareness roll.
Yeah.
6.
Yay, I failed.
Donkey didn't. Mallory didn't. So Donkey and Mallory. You're looking around and there's a lot of people that are sort of just moving away from Hardy and this bat that's been shot down. But Mallory and Digby, you both see just from within one of the windows of the tavern, you just see like Quasimund like looking out and then just turning around and heading back into the tavern, just sort of into the darkness of the tavern.
Oh. You see him, Mallory?
Yes, I do. I worry for his parents.
Well,
It must be a disappointment.
will you guys look out for yourselves out there?
You
Alrighty.
too, dear. You watch all those
Hey.
gates.
Thank you, Mallory. I will.
Hardy, before you go, are you going to collect that head of the bat? Because if you take it
Yes.
to the lady that's temporarily running the town, she'll give you 2 silver.
It's all yours if you want it, Wilgus.
And that Wilgus pulls out his dagger
Oh.
that he bought from the shop last time. So this is his dagger.
Oh my
This
gosh,
is
he's
his
packing.
knife.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. And with that, he does a double-handed and goes to chop the bat's head off.
All right, that can be classified as a tiny item, which means it doesn't take up an inventory spot. So you can have bat head.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 silver,
I-
you say?
Tie it to your belt, and just every time you kill a bat, you've got another head on your belt.
A necklace is a great idea, Mallory.
And 10 silver for a goblin head. So if you spot any goblin heads on the road, pick them up.
Is 10 silver 1 gold?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So 1 gold for a goblin head.
Yeah. Or
But you-
100 bronze.
Drachmas.
But you get paid out of like the petty cash box, so you don't really get the whole gold.
Yeah. It's really heavy.
All right.
All right, well, Hardy heads off, leaving you guys to walk through the north gate out into the Mystic Vale. It's about, so you can travel about 15 kilometers in a shift. You can only travel for 2 shifts in a day. So it means you'll be able to make it about halfway to Riddermound from what you can see on the map by midnight. The one thing I will need is a roll from whoever is leading. I need to get a bushcraft roll.
Oh, I think that was me with the map. So,
Oh no, oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
oh, sorry.
No. Over to you.
Oh, oh, that's good.
That
3.
is
I needed a
very
10.
good. Basically, this just means that you managed to basically make a pathless travel as easy as if there was a path there. You're just so good with keeping an eye on the map and the directions you're heading, getting through the valleys and fields. Nothing holds you up. And as night falls, you can just keep pushing through, using the light of the moon to help guide you. Plus, if you light torches and stuff. But by about midnight, you're all pretty tired from the journey so far, and it really all there is to do now is set up camp and call it a night. The only thing is you're in the middle of nowhere as sort of the moonlight shines down on all of you. So what I'm going to need, once you journey somewhere, once you need to camp somewhere for the night, we do need to get another bushcraft roll just to see if you can find somewhere suitable to now set up camp.
Is this everyone or just Mallory?
Each player must make a bushcraft roll. So,
Oh, I got a 1.
hey, nice.
Wilgus passed with a 6.
Digby. All right, okay. With the fact that Digby has a tent, if anyone had failed, because he has successfully failed, not successfully failed, because he has succeeded, he's able to erect the tent no problem. So Mallory, with your 1, you have found the perfect spot. You've kind of deduced what you've been taking is like the direct line, and so you just want to move a little bit away from that direct line, and you sort of guide Digby to where to set this tent up. And that tent is put up easily without any sort of issue. You've got everything you need to call it a night there. Have you guys thought about, like, do you guys imagine there's a fire that's been lit and you're sort of sitting around it before calling it a night?
I love that scene, Reagan. I think that sounds cozy.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Okay, nice. You've got like this big 6-man tent that Digby and the rest of you have helped erect, and out front, with the roll of a 3. Oh wait, where's Christoph? Christoph, did you give us one? A bushcraft roll?
No, sorry. I thought you just needed it from Mallory.
Oh no, give us a bushcraft roll as well.
Oh, I got a 3 as well. What a champ!
Yeah, perfect. So with the 3s, there's been a really you've managed to find everything you need to put together a nice cozy fire. But not only that, but there's some sort of like wood left over that you've made these little seats that you can sort of sit up on away from the ground if you wanted to. And it's just this picturesque moment of where you're all sort of like looking across the fire at each other, sort of the pride you have of that massive goblin fight. You've made your way and you've found adventure, some sort of meaning through this experience. Thanks to Mallory for bringing you and guiding you so well. And it's in that night that you can hear just some voices off in the distance, and you can hear one of them say, I can see some light over there. And as they get closer, you can see three figures. There's a wolfkin, a mallard, and a human that are sort of traveling.
It's just like us. It's like the
Shaun of the Dead,
yeah.
the other party coming in the opposite direction.
And they
Mallory puts away the map very quietly, but puts it away.
Nice. They are just like everyone you've heard about that has been heading out to Riddermound. They're clearly on their way back from that direction, and they are bruised, and they've got bandages, and there's a bit of a limp to the wolfkin, and they clearly now see your silhouettes, and they hello, is it all right if we just stop for a minute? Is that okay?
Come in. Would you like a marshmallow and a stick?
Yes. I don't know what that is. It sounds amazing.
Look, travelers.
Food is
What
always
happened to your dwarf?
Well, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Oh my god.
Yes.
Did you
And
see
it's like-
that?
He just puts his his head in his hands. Oh my god.
Or I get him a little cup of tea, and it's like, there, dear, you're out of there now. What happened? Take your time.
Does Quasimon send you guys out here next as well?
Sure. Did he send you?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. But that makes me think you aren't here to try and give us back up.
No, of course we are. But now you're putting us off. Look at it, you look like you've had some trouble.
Maybe we might have had. So maybe this isn't the right thing to do. Maybe we should be heading off. Maybe this is not right. Maybe we just got to get back to Quasimon and let him know what's happened.
What do you mean you know, huh?
No. Come on now. Rest your wee heads. You've obviously been in a fight or some trouble or something.
Do you need something stronger than tea, dear?
Have you got something stronger than tea?
Oh, yes, I
Coffee?
do.
Oh, that's right.
Really strong tea.
Dranath did give you a small vial of whatever he was boiling in his hut. That's probably the only thing stronger than tea that you've got.
Was that the like sleeping something?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said if you drink this vial back, you'll have the best sleep of your life.
Oh yes. Valium or something.
Yes, maybe if we calm them down with a little bit of liquid
Fentanyl.
Valium, yeah,
Yeah. I just get my little pocket.
get a little bit of the Benadryl out, just put it in a teaspoon.
Yeah.
So are you going to use it to try and knock them out, or are you sort of like just putting a little bit into the tea just to take the edge off? What's the plan?
Just maybe quietly just drop a little. It's like maybe you need just something a little stronger, and just like go to the side, tip it in.
Oh, you're actually just spiking their drink instead of telling them you've got something stronger.
It's not spiking. It's like when you put a bit of whiskey in a coffee. It's like.
But you show them if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
You're
put
roofing.
you don't use sleight of hand.
No, because you go over here. I'm not doing sleight.
Yeah.
of hand.
Oh, okay.
my
All right.
gosh.
So you're not
Oh my
specifically
gosh.
like hiding it from them. You just kind of
No,
like,
I'm-
a little dab of this.
in the most unsuspicious way.
They recognize like that bottle straight away, and the little Mallard like slaps his little hands together and like rubs them. I see you've been to Dranath's.
Yes, he's our new friend.
He's like, take a seat, boys, take a seat. And they all sort of sit down, ready.
Voice.
And so they just eagerly wait, and they take a little mug for each of them, and they just slam it back. Slam it.
Is that how you're supposed to be drinking this stuff from
Tea
drink?
slammers.
Well, you just put a little bit in each, right? So it's not like you've given them. You needed the whole vial to like have a good sleep.
Okay.
Get a little bit of a buzz on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
edge off.
And instantly, any sort of tensions they have, they just sort of like drop, and their eyelids are kind of like half open now.
I put on some Pink Floyd.
They've got bloodshot eyes.
Yeah, the Mallard is just like, oh yeah, ah. Oh, man.
of the moon.
So if Quasimodo didn't send you to Riddermound, if he didn't send you there, what are you doing? What are you going out there for? It's so dangerous. It's so dangerous.
Well, I'm taking these boys out of town because they just need a little time away from the city.
Just these really
And we-
slow nods coming from each of them.
And we've invented this thing called adventure tourism. And we figured this is the closest place that has the most adventure to get more bang for your buck. Can you give us any more information on Riddermound and maybe what the likely points of interest would be?
Yeah, give me a persuasion roll, but before you do so, add a boon to your roll.
Oh, thank you.
Because, yeah, you've definitely softened them up.
Oh, hang on. And click away from the boon.
Yeah,
Persuasion.
yeah.
Come on. Oh,
That's good. You
wait,
needed,
down to the 4.
yep, needed a 5 and you got a 4, so that's great. The human just sort of just opens up. He's like, it wasn't even the things within Riddermound that got us this time. It was goddamn goblins got there before we got there this time. Last time it was the goddamn specters and ghosts and demons, whatever the hell wanders the whole underground, but this time it's just damn goblins. We would have swear this was the time and we missed out.
Oh, dears. Maybe if you come with us, more the merrier. We can, safety in numbers, we can maybe outnumber them. They're just little goblins, surely.
We've got to get back. We've got to get back to Quasimodo. With those goblins there on top of everything else, we need... No. I've got to let Quasimodo know. It could already be gone. whatever is down there could already be gone. There's no point.
So you're going to tell him to abandon Riddermound? Oh, that's a bit sad.
He's probably just going to send us right back, but...
Do you want us to look for anything whilst we're there, just in case? And then if we find it, we can let you know.
It's got to be something good down there, that's for sure.
Where would be the best place to look for it, sweetie?
And he's just like, suddenly just like his pupils just go boom, and he's just like staring up, like just through the fire. Just his head kind of just loose on his shoulders. And he's just like almost non-receptive.
Right.
He's obviously on a downer. He needs like an upper. Has anyone got any cocaine that we just to level him out a little bit?
Maybe if I just kind of gently slap him. Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
What is?
Oh, you were telling me where to go in Riddermound to get that thing for you.
There's only one way to go, and that's in, just down, just down, just go in. You got your rope.
Underground.
Yeah. Like it's a bury. It's where like the knight was buried. It's you're basically grave digging effectively. You're just getting around in some poor knight's tomb, basically.
Is there a lot of people looking around down there?
It's picking up.
Right. Okay. Picking up this time of year. Got your ski pass.
And he's just like, shh. The rumours are there's a key, part of a key down there. So we just got to get it for Quasimund as soon as possible.
Hey. I know. He sent us here to make sure you get your key, wee man. But you look like you're taking a beating down there.
It's just like he'd almost completely forgotten, and then he like holds up his bandaged arm, which has just been seeping through the blood has just been seeping through the bandages. He's like, oh yeah. And now you've got goblins down there too.
Did you manage to kill any of them?
Yeah.
And he looks over at like the wolfkin. The wolfkin's just like, it's just like tongue hanging out, like just drool dripping down onto the ground in front of him, and he's just like nodding away. And
Lucas will hold up for a high five. Yeah.
He tries to high five. Yeah. But we've got to get going. We've got to get going, and they sort of get up from their seats.
Maybe you should spend the night though. You look like you're out your fucking mind, man. Maybe
surely a little nap won't hurt.
Keep down here with a safety in numbers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, they're happy to. They easily convinced to hang about. Look, we'll just sleep around this fire, and we'll be gone. We'll be gone in the morning. And they just like one of them just like the Mellard, who has just been silent since he like excitedly gulped down the tea, just like falls down and off the seat onto the ground behind him and just starts loudly snoring.
Great. Can Mallory one, can I use the healing to maybe make their bandages a little better if it's getting seepy?
Yeah,
and two, while she's tending to them, can she maybe just check a couple of pockets just in case?
Oh yeah, okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I won't make you roll for the healing or anything unless you want to chance getting a 1 or a 20. You're welcome to. So they don't need that roll, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay, Mallory will make out like she's, neatening bandages and things and just being a really lovely hostess.
Yeah.
Maybe getting some of their cloak and making a little pillow for them, but also just quietly having a little check in the pockets.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand, but give me a boon on top of that, please.
Woohoo, boom!
Again, they're all very, very doped up right now.
Oh, didn't make it.
No, every time, like, so you're helping out, and every time your like hand goes towards one of the pockets, you just kind of get like a little. I think they think you're going to like grab them in a sort of a friendly way, not trying to pilfer through their pockets, and you just get like smiles and slaps of your hand as they're like, hey, just like slapping your hand out of the way, and you do it like 2 or 3 times, and you're just
like,
unsuccessful each time. Yeah. They're not aggressive. They're not getting aggressive. They think you've got other intentions, and they just keep slapping your hand away, and then they just sort of cozy in.
Hey guys.
I go back to the other guys and it's like, I'm sorry, I tried. I couldn't. I was trying to search their pockets, but it didn't work. I'm sorry.
It's a good idea, Mallory. Should we kill them? Because they're part of the cult, right? They're going to go back to Riddermound, who sent the bat after us. We could just do a couple of holes in their necks, and then we can take what's in their pockets. Less slavery for everyone.
Wilgus, my man, you know what? I'm liking where your head's at with the killing. I just think I've got another idea I'd like to run past you. What if, instead of killing them outright, we kind of seeded them with bad information to make things a little bit more difficult for them, but we didn't actually kill them?
Remove an arm, you mean?
No, not so much on the maiming side. I'm more thinking like we tell them, like, when they wake up in the morning, we sort of say, oh, wait, we're here to relieve your shift. Quasimodo's been like, he's been on, you know, typical him. He's been on one all night. He's on the lash. You might want to steer clear of him and remember that. And then we'll give him some fake names and we'll just sow some confusion, hopefully slow up the slavery. While we might not stop it outright, we also wouldn't have to kill 3 people.
Let's give that a try. And if months later it doesn't work, we'll track them down. How's that?
Aye, I like it. And we'll brutally murder them at that point.
The enlightenment will just fly out from their necks. It'll be brilliant.
I do not think that word means what you think it means.
I haven't figured enlightenment out yet, but when I do, it'll be messy.
Is anyone thinking they need to keep an eye, like do a shift of looking after the camp? Like keep watch is the word I guess I'm thinking.
I think we probably should. We're out in the wilderness, aren't we?
We're out in the wilderness. There are strange drunk men around our fireplace.
Yep. Ladies trying to pick pockets.
Yes.
And roofie people. And then an attempted murder plot. So if anyone should be keeping watch, it should be these poor people.
Yeah.
Just stumbled across these murder homos.
I'll take first shift then.
Okay, and I'll go second.
I'll wake you up at 6, Mallory.
Thanks.
Okay,
We're gonna wake up and this is gonna be like, no trouble for the night, everything went well, and then just be 3 bodies laid out covered in blood.
They left. Just no sign of them.
Just their shoes.
What's with these bloody drag marks here?
Wilgus is going to roll a d20, and the results are 12, and it's nothing dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the first shift goes by. It's a 6 hours pass as the majority, 3 of you are asleep. Wilgus, you're out front, and you're just like with those thoughts of like the plan. You're just like keeping an eye on those other adventurers, the other group, And it's only maybe 4 or 5 hours into your 6-hour shift that they start to sort of rouse, and they talk to you about like heading off. Now they've got to get back to outskirt. Like it's just a 6-hour trek, and we'll would be. Oh no, it's a 12-hour trek. They're like, oh yeah, we should be there by. We'll get there by sundown. And all the best with your search, and don't forget, if whatever you find, bring it back to Quasimund as soon as you can.
All the best for your travels. We'll see you next time.
Aye, and remember to tell Quasimund that his party is out here. We've got David, Jerome, Smithy, and Queenie over here. So make sure to tell him that the relief is here.
Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, well, safe travels. And he's just like, safe.
Completely unnecessary.
I'll let him know. Bye.
See you months from now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And they just head off. It's still sort of the morning light has only just started to get up. Wilgus, you will still need to have a sleep of some sort before traveling. So while Wilgus is sleeping, what are the other three of you going to be doing to pass the time? You can, if you want, you can do some foraging. You can even do some training off each other if you wanted to increase some of your the possibility of some of your skills. If there's something you wanted to learn from someone else.
Just this drugging these people. It's given me an idea. You know, there's going to be goblins. Do you think possibly we could forage for drugs and feed them to the goblins when they're not looking? Yes, yeah, or some kind of, some sort of psychotropic or something that will make them sleepy, and then put them in their
cure their depression.
Yeah, we'll microdose them.
I'd say you've still got like a half of the vial left, for sure.
Okay.
That is a great idea. How about maybe I try and hunt up a little game, a rabbit or something, must be around here. Mm-hmm. We can cut it up into little pieces, drug the pieces, and then Champion of the World style, just throw them at the goblins, hide, and when we hear all the little honk shoes from the goblins, we can go in. Wilgus can get his enlightenment, and we can have safe passage.
Yes, and 10 silver.
It's a brilliant idea.
I love that idea.
The minute you said that, I was like that Roald Dahl book, just like the pheasants.
Yes,
brilliant.
We have goblins.
Yeah.
I also have another vial of that sleeping stuff from my scullery days, which I've had in my bag the entire time. So I can share that with you guys as well for extra potency.
You've got drugs? Wilgus has had drugs the whole time?
Poison.
It's why he's always looking.
He has too. Yeah, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Partly why he's so crazy for enlightenment.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's take a
break. Sorry. Yeah. I was just going to say, is there official break keeper?
Yeah.
Break?
Yep. Let's do it. Let's take a 5-minute break. Cool. Just a bit of a reminder as well. We're giving away a copy of the Dragonbane core set for Roll20, and if you want a chance of winning that, just subscribe to our YouTube and leave a comment about your favorite part of whatever episode of from our Dragonbane series, and we'll draw that like next week sometime. Maybe next week. Maybe the week after. Maybe 2 more weeks. But just leave a comment on any of those Dragonbane videos with your favorite part, and you can win something. A thing. Yeah.
Free League, yay!
Free.
Free League. So yeah, thank you to the Free League. And also Christian, which is yesterday's model, his relationship with Free League enabled that to happen. So that's awesome.
CEO.
And then we've just been buying heaps of stuff from Free League over the last week. I think Christian's put through like 2 orders, and I've bought the Dragonbane Bestiary. I bought the physical book, so a bunch more animals and playable kin and stuff like that as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so probably not going to be overly helpful for this campaign. Maybe I'll add in some creatures from it. That might be fun. But yeah.
Invalid creatures.
Yes. Christian says, 2 orders. Oh, that's right. I think he's done 3 orders.
Per order.
Yeah.
Heat pump. Don't forget the heat pump, Tien.
Does he have to spend money on a heat pump, does he? Christian, prioritize your family's warmth, okay? It's winter.
Don't burn pages from those books.
Yeah.
Just outing him on Twitch.
Why need a heat pump when you can just burn all of your non-Free League books? That's all you got to do. Yeah. Snowman in the chat said, superb Roll20 integration. Just drag your NPC onto your sheet, and now you too can become donkey.
I want to hope that you drag any NPC and it still turns you into a donkey.
Yeah. Shannon, did you see what I meant by, like, if you search donkey, it comes up with like gear and NPCs?
Yeah, and then when I search donkey again, NPC and gear were switched. So the
just to mess with you.
First, that was on the NPC on the top, and then it was. So I swear. Yeah.
How are we going to get all of your shit back?
I'll watch the session 0 or something.
Yeah, and then just watch the last part of the previous episodes to see which ones you boosted.
Yeah, I've only got a couple of points. So
yeah.
10, 9, 10, 17, 11, 15.
Oh, here we go.
Where'd you get that from?
He's just saying random numbers.
It's my PIN number. Yeah, it's from session 0, 47 minutes in, has your stuff on screen.
10, 9.
Yeah, I'll drop a picture in the chat.
Great. Oh, great. Thank you.
Cool. That'll give us a good starting point. And then I can give you a list of your gear that you'd have as well. Your starting gear.
Oh, look at this. It's the real Digby.
Dog.
It's the real Digby.
Whoa!
Dogby.
No, you're too fluffy.
It's so cute.
Oh, there's another one. I thought it was the bed. Hello.
There's like a pinkish hue to them. It's like they've been foraging and
Yeah, she's got like pinkish feet, I think. Yeah.
She's been in search of enlightenment and made
There we
sense.
go.
bones.
yeah,
But
girl,
this
get it.
little guy, roll. Oh my gosh, special guest appearance. Oh, you guys are gonna hear. You're just gonna hear me making cute little animal noises at these guys. It's gonna be so annoying, and I don't care because they're so cute.
Yeah, real.
Shannon, I've just chucked into the chat what your starting equipment was as well. So you can find that and drag that in and become a large tent.
I can be yes. Yeah.
So there's
Foolproof.
that stuff, and Reese has given you your main stats. So I think for the most part you'll be close to being back to normal.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I opened it up and it said chickadees.
But yeah, underneath that one.
Yeah.
Those are your field rations.
That's what I thought. We should put the.
Don't forget to add chickadees to your character sheet or become chickadees.
Woo!
Monster Munch.
That was so good, Monster Munch.
Yeah, dude. Haven't they brought them back? I swear I saw them the other day in like the supermarket.
Like recently?
Yeah, as in like this month.
Oh, okay.
I think they've actually brought them back.
These are the ones that look like little paws, right? And
Yeah.
You bite off the little toes first and then eat the rest of it.
Definitely.
That exactly.
These
Do you
are
guys-
British, aren't they? And British
Yeah,
snacks.
I think
Not
so.
much.
Did you guys ever have the Ninja Turtles snack chip things? And they were like little pizzas and stuff.
Oh, that sounds good. How about Eater 1001s that taste like peanut butter?
Oh, that rings a fucking bell.
Yeah.
I think they were disgusting, weren't they?
Yes. They sold like 2 packets for the price of one when no one was buying them. I'm like, yes.
Mm.
Pizza Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pizza Cruncher Bungers is what they were called.
Wow.
Are you familiar with Italian, the late Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi?
I've heard
Oh,
of them.
no.
He used to have these parties called Bunga Bungas. That's what makes me think of it. They were like a debaucherous sex party.
Oh,
But that's
okay.
what makes me think of these pizza cruncher bungas or something that would go on.
Invite you to your Crunchabunga.
Oh, maybe there's a different. So there's Cruncher Bungers, and then there's just Bluebird Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cheese and pizza corn snacks.
Yeah. Well, I remember the ice creams, Ninja Turtle ice creams. Those were good. It was like shaped like a
look
Ninja
like them.
Turtle head, kind of like a
yeah.
Bubble Bill, but no,
Oh,
no
yeah,
Bubble
The
yeah.
turtles.
Yeah.
Are we all hungry? Is that why we're talking
Yeah.
about snacks and things?
Drop Shadow says Monster Munch can be in the international shelves, in the larger countdowns and pack and saves. They were just in the normal chip section at New World, just in the normal everyday section at New World. So I'm gonna have to buy some.
You're living in the future.
Yeah.
Or the past, like 1989 or something.
It's definitely me. I'm definitely living in the past.
Christian
Monster
says,
Munch, not
come
a
here for
sponsor.
food. Yeah, well, we've had plenty of food-based sponsors, pretend food-based sponsors over the years.
McDonald's.
That was our biggest pretend one.
Kit Kat for a while.
That's right. Yeah.
Kit Kat Chunky. And then we went to, what was it? Like the little Twix or Twirl maybe?
I forgot about the Kit Kat, by the way. You just skipped over Kit Kat, and there was like a competition to make the biggest Kit Kat.
We kept making just enormous Kit Kats.
Did I make one? I did. I
Joe
think.
and Reagan made one where they both ate out one side of it. It was
Yes.
they, at the same time. It was
We
like
double
something-
ended it.
a German sort of restricted dark web site.
I think it was supposed to be like in the Tramp, but it was like way more X-rated or something like that.
It was
Kit Kat
completely
rated. I think
innocent.
I made the first giant Kit Kat because you buy they were just single fingers, weren't
Yeah,
they? The
yeah.
big chunky. So I stuck 4 of them together to make a giant normal Kit Kat. Then you guys made like 8.
Dave then was like, "Oh, that's nothing." And I think he made like an 8 one.
He didn't make one in the end. He said he was
no,
going to make a
that's right.
64.
That's right. So we made like, I think we made like
A 16 maybe.
yeah, I think it was
8?
16. It was like 4, 4, and then 4, 4. So they were kind of like stacked.
And that I remember you both ate from one corner each on the
Just
stream.
opposite sides, yeah.
Yeah, and that was like it was sort of like mukbang meets.
More like
Kit Kat hub.
yuck.
Oh my gosh, I missed out on a mukbang.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, you didn't miss out. I don't think anyone
Yeah,
was.
yuck bang.
I don't,
I've still got the image seared into my mind because you were both keeping like. What was I think weird about it was the angles of your heads. It was almost like the uncanny valley.
Were they
And
going
you
for
were
like
also-
a Lady and the Tramp thing
Yeah,
where they
yeah,
were
yeah.
just going to meet in the middle? And
It was just like two tramps.
The tramp and the
Tramp
tramp.
and the Tramp.
there was no way we were going to meet in the middle of a 16 thick
And
Kit
how long
Kat
would it
chunky.
take?
Not with that attitude. No.
Just like half an hour of us slowly feeling more and more sick.
100,000 calories.
Just just this brown smear all over your hands and faces as you're like,
You just end by vomiting at each other.
Oh my gosh.
pelicaning, they call it. Don't they?
You would really get some viewers.
Yeah, we would get some viewers. Probably not the kind of viewers that we'd want.
Amazon would have reversed their decision to buy Twitch after that reality.
Oh man! All right, let's get back into it.
Let's get away from that.
Yeah, please. All right, so yeah, how did you guys want to spend your time while? So was it hunting? You wanted to go out and look for some prey? Is that or not prey? Some food.
Yes. Look for go hunting, see if I could catch anything. I mean, it would be good to always have a little more for us, but yeah, we can use some as goblin bait.
Yeah. The your donkey is sort of just grazing at the moment. I'm trying to find some information I need about hunting. Okay, we need to make a hunting and fishing roll first, to figure out if you can track down an animal in this sort of. Because you kind of, now that the sun's up, you're looking around and it's like you are well and truly in the middle of nowhere. You can see the tops of like maybe the temple way off in the distance at this point.
Is it like fields, desert, meadow?
It's kind of just fields and meadows. It's slowly kind of it's definitely not like grazing fields now. These are just random fields out in the middle of nowhere.
I need to take that boon off, right?
Correct.
Otherwise it'll affect everything. Okay,
Correct,
cool.
yeah.
Come on, hunting and fishing. Got to get a 14. Blech. You know what? I'm going to push it.
Oh, by the way, everyone who had that shift of sleep, don't forget to click your little shift rest button as well. So if you had any conditions, they'd be gone. Your HP would be back. All of that.
Turn back into a dog instead of being a donkey.
Yeah. So yeah, you can push that if you like and take on a condition.
Oh, I'm getting angry. How dare you? I know what I'm doing. Stupid little rabbit. Come here. Oh, what? I saw that dice. Did you see that dice?
This is 19 from what I can
Slow
see.
roll.
It said a 1 and then it rolled. That's why I'm so angry.
Unfortunately, what starts off as like a real wholesome kind of like plan to like find and kill something that you could then use for plans in the future is just slowly you get more and more aggravated over that, like the hours that you're out looking. And everywhere that you look, you're either looking in the wrong place or just as you pick up something, you can see it way too far off in the distance, ducking into like a hole in the ground. And it just ends up infuriated and with nothing to show for your time. Anything from Digby and Christoph for the 6 hours while Wilgus is resting?
I can't think of anything.
That's cool. You're welcome to also just like if you wanted to, you could be if you've got a higher skill point than someone else, you could be sort of helping someone else understand that and help them better that skill. So you're welcome to one of you to be a trainer, the other a trainee, or you can just chill out just for the 6 hours.
Oh, could I learn some bartering or persuasion off you, Digby? How could I do that?
Yeah. So any kind of training takes like a full shift. So, and he just has to have a higher score than you, which he does. And so I don't know if you wanted to sort of describe what 6 hours of Digby teaching bartering might look like.
Well, you've got some corn there, and I've got these rocks.
Okay.
How many rocks would you like to swap for that corn?
And this goes back and forth for 6 hours.
At the end of the 6 hours, it's still like, how many rocks would you like to swap for the corn?
Oh, 1 rock?
So if Christoph can give me a bartering roll, you just have to roll higher than your bartering score
Higher.
Higher. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yes, my bartering score was 10 and I rolled an 11.
So you can give a
Nice.
+1 to your bartering. That's a successful 6 hours of explaining the basics of bartering.
And an absolutely worthy 6 hours as well.
I need a nap after that.
And
What happens if you get meets beats when you
it's
play
this,
up?
I think it's the same as anything else. It's equal or above.
Okay, you succeed.
succeed,
You level up. Okay.
Yeah. I should probably double. I'm just blindly.
No, that
assuming.
sounds right.
I think I'm pretty certain it is, but I can definitely double check. And with that, Wilgus, after the extensive training and Mallory coming back furious from the lack of food, prey, animal, Wilgus wakes up, and you guys are all ready to continue your journey. It's still another 15 or so kilometers. It's still going to be another 2 shifts of making your way west before you can reach Riddermound.
Great work, everyone. Let's go, shall we?
Yes. Yes, good idea.
I'll follow you, Mallory.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Just, you hear a lot of angry ducky mumbling at the next to the donkey at the front.
All right, cool. It doesn't take too long to get everything sort of packed up and sort of secured to the donkey, and you're on your way, continuing that journey west. And it's pretty straightforward. There's some dried blood that you pass that clearly would have been left by a bunch of poor people that have attempted Riddermound and sort of gone back beaten and bruised. But it's a good 12-hour journey. So what time? I'm just trying to think. So it must have been
traffic like.
Must have been midday when you guys left your camp after Wilgus woke, and it is nearing midnight. Again, the moon is high in the sky as you continue tracking forward, and you make your way further west into this area that sort of some of the trees are looking a little. What few trees you find are either broken and fallen and rotting on the ground, and they're it's sort of. You get to sort of an edge of all those fields, and it tracks down into a bit of a valley. And there's a bit of mist settled in that valley beneath you, and popping up out of the mist, the low mist, is just these small burial mounds that you sort of another few, maybe like half an hour off into the distance, and it's also. You can sort of see just on the other side of these mounds this deep, vast forest sort of spreading out beyond it. And what I will say is that the main hill that stands in front of you when you make your way down into this valley, the main hill is crowned by tall standing stones that rise up into a glade in the middle of this area. And this whole area is strangely quiet.
So is it like a sea of mist with hills popping out of it?
Correct.
Like Hamilton. We're going into the fog.
And you can't help but notice that there's just this faint but ominous odor, sort of a putrid stench, almost like that of like rotten vegetables.
This place does remind Wilgus of some of the books he's been reading. He's got some pretty good myths and legends skill, and he just wants to recall to his mind if he can remember anything of note for a place like this.
Yeah, give me a
Myths and legends,
please.
Hey. Ace.
Or
Okay, I'm just trying to think of what what you know of Riddermound is a lot of what has already been stated, that there was a knight, a powerful knight in the Dragon Emperor's service that was killed along with all of his loved ones and anyone who followed him, and they were buried in this area. The only other thing that you've heard that aligns well with what talk of ghosts and things that could be sort of roaming around is the now that you're thinking about it, this knight that was killed back from the town you originally came from. There was this like story of this knight who was killed and buried in the Misty Vale, and would haunt his burial ground, dragging this morning star behind him.
Guys, this is just like a book I read about that. And he reiterates exactly what you said with a interesting twang to it. But the story's got more blood and guts in it.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you'd mentioned this before, Wilkes.
It's
very
a classic one.
Sounds horrible.
This place is
dangerous.
horrible. Is the moon lighting things up, or?
Yeah, it is bright enough for you to be able to see this ring of stones atop this hill. And I've placed you onto a new map. I don't know why I've got the initiative there.
I wonder.
I know why.
No, like we would.
Look at this big card over here with a number on it.
What do you mean?
This
Are there any
cookie.
inscriptions on the stones?
No inscriptions.
Now's your chance. Be the first.
Where Christoph was here, scratched into the side.
If ghosts.
Yeah. So you can also, as you make your way up onto the top of this hill, the most prominent hill that there is, you can see that there's like a slab of stone, 2 meters by 2 meters in size, embedded in the earth at the top of the hill, and it looks like it's been slightly moved from its original position, and there's a small gap on one side of it that reveals some sort of form of cavity deep underneath it.
Oh, wait! Is this the entrance to the to the grave?
I think so. That's where the treasure is down there, and the key and stuff.
Oh, is there any sign of the goblins?
You can give me a bushcraft roll.
Bushcraft. I have a 12, and I rolled a 2.
Nice.
Nice.
You clearly see footprints in the grass on this hill, but what you also found is just these small piles of wolf droppings and goblin shit, and it's clear that that's kind of where that rotten smell of vegetables is coming from. That putrid, rotten smell.
Well, they eat veggies at least. Maybe they don't eat meat.
But from up here, there's no other signs of them.
Does it look like they've gone into the descended into the hole, or are they just lurking around?
The footprints, there are some footprints leading into it and other footprints leading out, both goblin prints. So there's goblin prints leading to that hole, and then there's goblin prints leading out.
It sounds like there's a warg or two as well, and just the last one we ran into was bad enough.
Yes. That was an experience I do not wish to replicate again.
I'm starting to feel to lean more towards the tourism side than the adventure.
Then the adventure. Yes.
I will say that there's more footprints leading to it than leading out. Only by like one, but yeah.
I wonder if we could pour some sort of noxious gas that's heavier than air down this hole here and just poison everything in there.
I wonder that a lot after I eat onions. I do have that poison vial for sleeping. We could maybe put some of that on those steaks you've got, Mallory, if you've still got some of those left. If we want to go ahead with that plan, unless you found another rabbit or something.
I cannot remember if I have a steak left or not.
I think you've got like 4 left. Didn't you have 9 to start with?
Yeah, you had quite a few.
But we ate a couple.
You had one to
And then
Hardy.
And handed
And
them
then
all out.
I was giving them away like Werther's originals. It was like, so there was one to Hardy, one to the barmaid,
Yeah.
one to the family as a swapsies for the bread.
Mm-hmm.
We ate one each.
Yeah, I believe so. So you've still got one left. 1 or 2.
One left. There was 8.
Yeah, there you go. So you still got one left.
Okay. Why did I go hunting? this is now Mallory. She's like, I've got another snake left. Why did I even bother go hunting? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with this trip? Just starts
Dry
gassing
age now as well, Mallory.
Yes. Well. Yes. Right. Okay. Operation Champion of the World. Proceeding.
We'll just pass over the sleeping vial, removing it from his inventory in a swift manner.
Thank you, sir. Should I use the altar to carve up?
I didn't see why not.
Great.
If we think about this, the goblins have gone down there to, I suppose, they'll meet up with the ghosts, and they're not friends, are they? They'll fight each other because the goblins are after the same thing we are, and that's why they attack the person in the crevasse, or they gave us the key in the first place. So they're probably going to fight the ghosts. So one of them is going to either, if the ghosts win, good. Goblins are dead. If the goblins win and they kill all the ghosts, then they'll leave here and they'll eat your steak. Is that right? Is that the plan?
Yes. I had also considered just dropping it down the hole, closing it back up.
Yes,
again.
that's what I mean. If you throw it down
Yeah.
the hole, the goblins will see it if they've beaten the ghosts, and then they're leaving. And they go, oh, a steak on the ground. or the wargs will eat that is probably even better if the warg ate it, and then they'll be get poisoned. But if they're killed by the ghosts, we could be waiting here for a long time. Either way, I think we should wait out here.
So are you advocating for a stake out?
High stakes.
Oh, high stakes. They are high stakes. They're drugged up the wazoo.
Yeah. Because if some goblins do come out, we could be waiting for them here, and then we'd only have to fight as many as can fit out at once, and we poke them in the head as they come out.
Oh, I'll volunteer for that job. I'll stand just by that little thing with a... Yes, I'll do that.
Fantastic. So they come out of the altar, is that right?
Well, it's just a stone slab. It's like almost like just a small 2 meter by 2 meter slab of rock that has just been almost like a plug in the top of this hill. And it's been moved, and you can there's a little bit of a gap on one side.
Big enough for a wolf?
No. Oh, as in like the
warg?
If not that small gap. No, the small gap is only like a 5 centimeter gap. It's almost like that's been put back into place, but not correctly.
From below, like the Ninja Turtles in the sewer. So that's what we think's happened, is that right?
Yes, they've joined the Ninja Turtles, and they're all currently fighting the ghosts.
They look like Splinter. Well, so they've gone down and they've replaced the giant plug above them, the giant stone ton that weighs like a ton. They've moved that back just in case that more ghosts come in.
Which might rain. They don't want to fill up with water.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Just trying to get this straight in my head.
Crypts are always normally sealed up, right? They don't
Yeah.
advertise an entrance. So I'll stand near there
Careful
with my knife,
problem.
ready to stab some goblin eyeballs.
Okay.
All right. So
And maybe they would have got the steak first. Is that what we're thinking? They would have come along, gobbled up some steak, and then go, okay, let's leave. And they'll start to move the 1 ton rock, and that's when you hack them up.
I like that bit the best.
Okay.
all right. So as Mallory, are you sort of dosing the steak and sort of pushing it down this little gap in the slab?
Yeah, just making a nice big pile, evenly cubed so that they don't fight. Everything's the same. And then making a little slit, filling it with the stuff.
Yeah.
That looks about right. Okay, everybody ready?
Just licking your fingers clean.
Rubbing my eyes.
Yeah, you drop the little cubed pieces of meat down into the little gap, and it takes like half a second before you hear them hit the ground. Like, so it seems like it's quite a drop. So you're looking down in that gap, and it's just like pitch black down there.
Half a second. That's not long. What's the gravitational pull of this world?
10 meters per second, just like
Okay.
this was me giving you a small clue as to the how
We're not
deep
worthy.
you do quick maths and think that sounded about half a second. That must be like a 5-meter drop into darkness.
Oh gosh.
And you wait.
We'd hear little plops of the meat landing, and all that meat's going to land in an exact line because we've dropped it down a very specific crack.
Yeah.
It's going to look very suspicious when these goblins come along. Ooh, a line of cube.
Perfectly cubed.
Immediately.
What's the plan for the waiting? How long are you wanting to wait? Because I guess you're all quite tired from another day's worth of journeying.
It's bedtime, isn't it?
It's midnight. It is like very, very dark at this point. And a little bit just with how quiet this is compared to the amount of sounds from just nature during your journey here. It's so ominous and just a little off-putting with how quiet this is. And you're looking out through the moonlight at the other smaller mounds that don't have that same sort of like stonework on top of them, just poking up out of the mist. It just feels
Spooky.
it does feel a little spooky.
Here's a question. So there's this plug sitting on top of this mound, right? A giant cube.
Well, it's not a cube. It's
It's not a cube.
It wouldn't be 2 meters deep. But it's 2 meters wide, 2 meters long. You can't really tell from this angle how deep it is, but it doesn't look to be 2 meters deep.
But it's sitting on top, right? Because it's being
Correct.
moved back and forth. Is it possible for us to widen the gap that it's sitting on so that when we hear them coming and they're coming up their rope or something, we can then teeter and push the giant weight and have it drop and crush them below?
Sure. I think, yeah, there would be... It's sitting pretty sturdily on... it looks like the mound of... The mound that you're on, there has just been a square of dirt dug out for this rock to be sat on, right? And it's been sort of put back down, not quite square, leaving that little gap. But you can see that you could probably just kick away some of this dirt in a means to make it so that would fit. And yeah. I can say, like, and despite it being heavy, it's not so heavy that it would require like a strength check or anything like that. It's heavy, but not super heavy.
can all work together and
Yeah.
dig out one of the corners or something, or one edge.
Since it's a square, we can just turn it to go down the diagonal and it'll
That's
fit
true.
right in.
Yeah.
This is why manhole covers around.
There we
got
go.
it.
That's a very good point. So yeah, you wouldn't even have to do any digging. You could just manhandle the slab as a bit of a group and just tip it down.
This sounds like a plan.
You mentioned rope. Can you just give me an awareness roll?
Yes.
Everybody?
Sure.
17 and I got a 14.
Lucas got 14.
11, 16. Still angry.
Yeah. Digby, you notice that in sort of maneuvering the slab just to see what sort of angle you'd be able to drop this down, there doesn't seem to be any rope or anything leading back up, and you're looking down under the gap, and it is like just easy a 5 meter drop down. And you're sort of going, I'm not sure how anything in there would even get back up here.
Doesn't make much sense. Like, how would a wolf go down and then get back up a rope?
Maybe they went back down, not expecting to come out.
There could be
Right.
another
Can
access or
Mallory just-
entry.
Sorry, Mallory?
Sorry, can Mallory just quickly have another look at the map?
Yeah, let's bring the map back up.
I think I remember. Now, is this big hill in between Riddermound and the city, the one we're on, or are we on a different? Because this one has a little door in the side.
Oh right, yeah. Don't take this map. This is just like what someone has drawn, right? It doesn't of what they may hope to be there. What matches, what is there doesn't match exactly right. There's no cairns like these piles of rocks. There's no doors on the sides of anything. It's and even the stonework on this larger hill isn't really denoted on the map either. It is not. It's not consistent.
The stupid map.
Loose, lazy cartography.
Yeah.
Crams it back in a shirt. But
they have gone down, haven't they? Their feet did go down this hole. That's
Well,
what we.
yeah, I mean, you see tracks going towards the thing, and then there's other tracks leading out and north as well.
Would they not just be the tracks of the people that came and crashed our camp?
That's what I was
goblin.
thinking.
I mean,
Goblin
there's clear goblin tracks and goblin shit as well. Yeah,
Just wondering if the
Goblin
wolf
shit.
can.
Smells like vegetables.
yeah.
On an aside, does anyone want to take some of that in case we need to disguise our smell later on?
Some goblin shit. It's good for the
Not
garden.
really.
It would work, but it's not pleasant.
I'd rather be discovered, to be honest, than see myself in pieces. The odd chance that they'll go, another goblin like us that doesn't look like us, but certainly smells like us.
Or
When you-
just think you're a freak that really loves goblin shit.
And they give you a wide
It's
berth
good.
because they're like,
And
oh,
you go
oh
back
my
into
God.
outskirt. They're like, ugh.
yeah.
Yeah. All the rumours when we get back to outskirts, no, just we've heard about these.
The gates stay closed. Should we wait here for 15 minutes, perhaps, and
Well,
see if they take the bait?
can we
Is
have
there
a
a
sleep?
rope?
Sorry?
Is there a rope hanging in there somewhere,
There's-
under the?
No, there was nothing. There was nothing. Nothing seen there.
And no ladders?
Give me a
Nothing seen. Are we looking for something that's unseen?
Well, give me a
Maybe-
spot. Give me a spot hidden. It's give us a spot hidden, everyone.
Come on, spot hidden. Help me out. Oh, it's gone 2.
Ooh, I got a 4.
Oh,
Nice.
Will just spots his own shoe.
Hey!
Found something.
Christoph, you notice with everyone sort of moving these rocks and sort of working to put this meat in down the hole and stuff, you notice that there's just a little bit of flattening of grass. And it's the perfect sort of, it's only like a centimeter or two long, but it's leading to one of the rocks. and it looks like a rope of some sort has flattened down a bunch of grass at some point, and that's leading directly to that the hole as well. But there's no sign of any rope now.
Okay, because I'm low to the ground. You see, being small.
Yeah.
Right. I see something. Do you see how that grass is changing? It's the way it's going there. It's a wee bit flat. It looks like there was a rope or something tied to one of them rocks over there. And then I'm going to go and go to the specific rock that it leads to.
Yeah, there's you find a couple of parts of just where rope is clearly being cut, just like I don't know, strands,
Fibers.
Oh, CSI. Do you think those that other party that we met, they cut the rope or something when they were fighting the goblins, and when they were like, let's get out of here, and they cut the rope, and then the goblins were stuck down there.
Maybe. Does anyone
Why are we trying to
have a rope? Like, I
Yes.
don't
Do you
have
have
a
rope?
rope.
Yeah.
no.
I think.
I knew we should have rope.
I do have a rope.
Enough rocks down the hole, it'll come up to our level. It'll be like a little staircase, and we can just go down.
And we can dig down at that point.
I think that's the plan to beat on how to get down. What do you think, Mallory? Is that how adventurers descend?
Well, it's how we get water out of the bottom of a jar that we can't push over, but we could... Just checking, do we actually want to go into this hole?
That's
I
where the
don't.
key is, and the slave stopper, as they like to call it.
There seems to be multiple strategies at play here, working against each other,
Just checking.
which are not good. So we've got option one: throw bait down the hole and wait for some goblins.
Already down.
You know
there.
what?
The meat's
No.
in the hole.
Meets in the hole.
Mallory is sick of
She's
just all this faffery. She is tying her rope around the rock, and she's like, well, if none of you are going down, get that rock out of my way, I will go down.
But Mallory, it's
And then
bedtime.
he gets down and goes, "Ooh, steak!"
No, Mallory, it's time for bed.
You shut your mouth and you open that door.
We're very tired. We've been walking all day. Why do you want to go down there where we need a nap? Why don't we put a tent over there, and then we'll have someone watching the hole as a lookout. We'll take turns, and if they hear anyone chomping on meat or starting to scramble up, they call us, and we push the rock down and crush them.
What? Why do you
But
want
in the
to push
meantime, we
this
can have a
is the thing,
sleep.
This is what I mean. Why do you want to push the rock down and crush people that we're already putting to sleep with poison? That's what I don't get.
Well, because they wouldn't move.
They won't move it if they're asleep either.
Yes,
Like,
I don't
it's
think
like you just
they'll
wanna
all
double
sleep
kill
though. I mean, we're just doubling down. Put them to sleep and crush them.
Certainly are.
Okay, so as far as like the game mechanics go, no one has to sleep yet. You've still got another shift of being awake if you want to. You totally can if you want to sleep. If you want to pass some time for any specific reason, or you can just wait like a 15 minutes and just see if there's any noise. That's probably your options at this point. Just knowing full well that because goblins have come in and out of here, there's no chance that there's a risk that that even a rest is interrupted anyway.
But it's
Get down
scary
the hole.
down
Let's
there.
get down the hole.
It's midnight.
Let's get down the hill. Okay.
All right, Mallory, don't forget you're angry. So
I'm so angry. I'm over this. I'm too old for this.
yeah.
Like the meat was down there for about 30 seconds, and we're like, no.
Work.
All right, I'll be after you, Mallory.
All right, Mallory, you go and stomp your way over to one of the stones and wrap your rope around it, secure that on, and head back to the stone.
Can I get some, I don't know, some burnable stuff, maybe a bit of that parchment, maybe some grasses and things, tie it to the end of a arrow, light it and then fire it down the hole to
Yeah,
see if we can see anything?
There's just so much shit down the hole.
Can't you just drop it?
It's
down
just
the
a
hole?
midden. It's a midden.
Can't even just like drop the burning thing. Just like,
You
fire
have
it
to
in.
like flaming arrow.
I like
down
it. I love it. I like the imagery of it. To be honest,
Oh
she's
my gosh.
angry. She just wants to see.
Just
what's
want to
down
get
there.
all. Guys, spoiler, it's not a trap door, it's a toilet lid.
It's just a long drop.
So
Yep.
yeah, so the others have moved just with your
composting toilet.
with your anger, and while you're doing
Mallory's
the rope,
like, "Get over
they've,
there."
they've sort of moved and started dragging that slab off, revealing sort of the big darkness and the drop beneath. You walk over, throw like the rope in, and light your little arrow and shoot it down into the darkness. And you can see that there's just like an earthen cave down there with like what looks like some sort of doorway in the northern wall. From what you can see, you're sort of like peering down, having a look, and it's just this big empty what looks from this angle, other than some, you can definitely see some chunks of meat down there. It's just this vaulted earthen cave.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, and now they're cooking next to this flaming arrow.
Nice.
Mm.
Sending up the nice smell.
Oh. Well, the meat we put down here was raw. This is cooked. This is clearly different meat.
And if you want to head down, Mallory, I'm going to get a because you've got a rope, I'll give you a boon, but I need an acrobatics roll.
This is the problem.
Acrobatics.
We've reached the point in D&D where you have to use a rope. And we're fucked.
6 sessions later. All right, you finally got down the hole.
I have never used rope in a D&D game, so this is
And
actually
you never
like,
will again.
holy smokes. That 10 meters that you got that just sat in the bottom of your inventory doing nothing, it's like, now's your time to
Prepare
shine.
for it to do nothing and you fall and your knees are broken.
Demon roll in 3, 2.
2 demons. Ooh.
That's
Amazing.
right. Please describe
rope.
how gracefully you make your way down the rope.
Mallory looks at the party, says, "Come on, boys, do you want to live forever?" And just slides down it, like, rappelling down this hole. Does a hero landing at the bottom.
Nice. Your fist on that hero pose straight down into one of the pieces of meat.
Oh, okay. Wipe it on the back of my pants.
If anyone else
Got
would
my-
like to follow down, give me an acrobatics roll with a boon.
Oh, yes.
Here's where I win my money back.
Boom, baby.
Wilgus is so charged up by that, he can't help but just leap head first down the hole, holding onto the rope behind the back of his head.
Wow,
I was
that
gonna
sounds
say.
comfortable.
And
just
doesn't
jumped
roll
in.
well.
Give me one more acrobatics roll, please. Actually, you can push if you want to push.
Rope is for the weak.
Because there is fall damage, just like there is in D&D.
Yeah.
And you're dropping 5 meters.
Part way down the rope, he'll realize that was not a good pose, and he'll push, and it doesn't help.
It was a bad choice. Give me one more acrobatics roll, and this is just a successful acrobatics roll
20 and a
will
19.
half your damage.
Mallory steps to the side.
Okay, give me 2d6, please.
Did you say 2d6?
I'm going to need 2d6.
Oh,
Do
no.
you fall with your mouth open onto a piece of meat?
10.
Falls onto the burning arrow.
So Wilgus just dives head first with the rope holding for some reason behind his head, and it starts just burning through his hands as he eats shit face first into the ground at the bottom of the. He takes 10 damage, 10 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
6 and a 4.
regular Simone Biles.
Guys, don't do that.
All right, I'm going in after that.
Don't you dare!
I'm going in.
With
I'm
with
going
a
in.
with a burn.
Shut up already.
Perfect. You
All right.
make it. You're good. You can describe your way down.
I don't hold the rope like I definitely wanted to kill myself. I hold it in a different, some would say more normal way.
And you make it down very safely with only Digby left at the top.
Damn it. What about you, Donkey? You next?
Oh, I forgot about the donkey, Sancho.
Sancho? Oh. Okay, well, I suppose I don't want to stay up here alone with my tent. I'm going to
Maybe
tie.
the donkey.
I'm going to have to tie up the donkey. I'm going to hide him sort of in the mist a little bit.
Hide the donkey in the mist.
Rub him up with goblin poo.
Rub him
We're
in.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose our fucking deposit on the donkey.
I know, you guys forgot it even existed.
Deposit. Sorry.
Right, let's get down the fucking hole. Okay, all right.
The donkey's just grazing.
In the mist.
Like an ice cream cone with the mist over it.
All right, so a 2.
Nice, easy. You're down as well. Just to find at the bottom of the of your journey, just like Wilgus beaten, like absolutely, like face absolutely smashed in from the fall down to the bottom.
Wilkes, what happened to you?
I had too many teeth. I fixed it.
New form of dentistry. Is now the time.
You guys find yourself in a dome-shaped chamber with a floor of beaten earth. In the darkness far above, the opening to the surface looks like a faintly glowing square. In the northern wall ahead of you, just in the very dim light, you can see a set of double oak doors with iron fittings.
Ooh,
And
nice.
a silvery symbol stretches across both doors, which are flanked by statues of knights in antiquated armor. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Antique.
Oh, we're in a dungeon. We're about to crawl.
yeah. There might be a little bit of crawling in this one, but that's us for tonight. But obviously, we have experience and stuff to hopefully give you guys
Nope.
some boosts.
Hooray.
Did anyone get any advancement marks just from rolls? I think there was a 20 in there at one point.
Yep.
Yes, I got 2.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
Nice.
Absolutely failing the language test on that little note.
That's yeah. Okay, so did you participate in the game session? Give yourselves a tick on one of your skills that you want to upgrade. Did you explore a new location? You absolutely did. Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? No. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force?
Yes.
Yeah, you got into a hole. You used meat.
A rope.
And a rope.
And a rope. Well, there was some force of Wilgus's face hitting the compacted earth at the bottom. And did you give in to your weakness? Only you can answer that.
Pushing past people and tying myself to a stone and just going into a hole that I can't see down count as recklessness?
I think very much so.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, we'll go through. We'll start with Wilgus. What are you looking to upgrade? Got to roll higher.
Wilgus has been playing around with this new knife while he's been walking along. Is going to try knives first, and I'm going to click it.
And it does have to exceed. It can't meet or beat when it comes to this.
Cool. I didn't succeed, so I untick it.
Yep.
I'm going to try acrobatics.
Yep. That would be good.
Ooh.
No.
And then I've got, let's go with swords. Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a boost to that.
Cool. And just to clarify, I got a advancement mark for spot hidden because I messed that up. So do I roll spot hidden for that, or do I?
You roll spot hidden for that one, yeah.
Cool. Spot hidden, success.
Nice. So you boost that as well.
Done.
Cool. Next up, Mallory.
Great. Okay, so I've got awareness is going to be 11. Oops. Oh, I thought I was going to roll with the boon. I didn't beat it. Wait. Okay. That reminds me, I've got to get rid of that boon. Don't want you there. Okay, next one is bushcraft. Beat a 10. 18. Yes.
Nice.
And you get a 6. Okay, and next one is healing. Wilgus might need it. 18, yay. Okay, so that goes up. Next one, languages, which was horrible. What is it doing?
It's a 9. That is
9.
a
Yes.
boost to that
Okay,
as well.
great. Spot hidden, be 10. Oh,
Yeah.
11.
Nice.
Great. And finally, spears.
That gets boost. That's a good level up session for you.
Oh my gosh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Really
much.
good. Digby.
Okay, I've got acrobatics. Actually, I don't know if these are my actual scores. There's a fail.
True.
Spot hidden. I think
Sweet.
that's a success.
Yep.
And slings.
That is. So
Meets
here we
beats.
go. Meets beats is not. It's a meets not beats. I checked it. You have to. It has to exceed your current skill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, we'll put that there. That's all.
Okay, and Christoph.
I'm going to go for bluffing.
Nice.
Yeah, that's up there. I'm going to go for sneaking. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm so sneaky. And I'm going to go for swords. Nope.
No upgrade there.
That's great. That's still good. I'm happy with that.
Nice. Awesome. That was a good session, everybody. Riddermound. We have finally ventured into Riddermound, so this could be interesting next week. I'll figure out just lighting for this room. I think there's enough light coming off that arrow that's probably quickly burning out for you to get a glimpse of what's happening in that room properly before it goes out completely. But awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, thanks to everybody who stopped and checked us out. This will be up on our Patreon hopefully tomorrow, which you should totally support us there. Here's a link. Do that. That would be great. And we have, because we've got a copy of the Roll20 Dragonbane core set to give away to one of our Patreon supporters as well. We'll be doing that in a couple of weeks too, as well as the one on YouTube. So as long as you're subscribed to us on YouTube, if you leave a comment on one of the Dragonbane episodes with your favourite moment from that session, you'll go in the draw to win a copy for Roll20 there as well. But thanks for stopping by, everybody, and thank you guys for having a fun time. It feels like there's a real apprehension to go down into Riddermound, so I'm very proud of you guys for actually diving headfirst into there.
Literally.
Literally.
What's your hit points at now, Reese?
5.
All right.
I lost like 75% of my health.
Yeah.
Smart.
If anyone wants to
Someone
send
might.
us like fan art of all the different ways of going down that hole, that would be amazing.
Yeah. I need to. I'm still trying to figure out how he dived down, but yeah, it's good.
Is it like over the shoulder?
But he's like this. He's like diving like
Yeah.
this. There's his head.
You use your teeth to make the acrobatics even faster. Right.
Okay, all right, we'll be back. We'll be back next Tuesday. Thanks to everyone for watching and for you guys for playing. Thank you so much.
Ciao, ciao.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.